Sitase Hatun was the third wife of Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II and the real biological mother of Ottoman Sultan Bayezid II. She was one of the daughters of Zulkadir Oglu Suleiman Bey, the sixth ruler of Dulkadir state. She was married to Mehmed II on December 15, 1449 in Edierne. Her marriage served as an alliance between the Ottomans and this buffer state. Early life. Sitase Hatun was born in 1435 in Elbistan, Kahramanmaras province, Dulkadir state. Born as Mukrime, she was the daughter of Suleiman Bey, the sixth ruler of Dulkadir state. Her aunt Emine Hatun, daughter of Nasreddin Muhammad Bey, the fifth ruler of Dulkadirids, was married to Sultan Murad's father Mehmed I, while her other aunt was married to the aged Mamluk Sultan at Cairo. Later Aisha Gulbahar Hatun, Suleiman Bey's granddaughter, was married to the future Sultan Bayezid II and became the mother of Selim I. Known as the Grim, Suleiman Bey, who is described as a man of unshapely corpulence and pathological sensuality but also as a skillful horseman and the owner of magnificent stables, possessed a considerable army of brave, devoted Turkmen and was fabulously wealthy, two circumstances which in themselves sufficed to incline Murad toward the union of his son and heir with this respected noble families which, centuries later, though dispossessed of its lands, was still revered as a family of royal blood. The Byzantine chronicler Ducas was convinced, not without reason, that one of the Sultan's chief motives in seeking this marriage was to obtain an ally against the arrogant Karamanids and Jahan Shah, the chief of the Turkmen Black Sheep tribe. Marriage. When Mehmed turned 17, his father decided that he should marry to a woman of inferior station for political purposes. The Sultan's choice fell on the wealthy and beautiful daughters of Suleiman Bey, the sixth ruler of Dulkadir state. It must have been in the winter of 1448 to 1449 that Murad summoned Kandali Halil Pasha, his trusted head vizier, and informed him of the marriage plans. The Sultan declared that he wished the prince to marry, and this time as Murad saw fit. Halil Pasha approved wholeheartedly of his master's plan, whereupon they decided to choose one of Suleiman's daughters. The wife of Hizir Pasha, governor of Amasya, was sent to Elbistan to select the bride in accordance with ancient custom. Her choice fell on Sitase Hatun, the most beautiful of the daughters. The intermediary kissed her eyes and put the engagement ring on the finger. Later the same matron, this time accompanied by Saruki Pasha, the Sultan's favored advisor in family matters, returned to the court of Elbistan to bring the chosen bride home to Rumelia. The most distinguished nobles of the land escorted the young girl across the mountains to the former Ottoman capital of Bursa, where the judges, the ulema and the sheikhs of the religious orders came to meet her in solemn procession and then onward across the Dardanelles. At the news the cortege was approaching, Murad sent out the grandees of the realm from Edierne to meet his future daughter-in-law, who continued on the Sultan's residence with her imposing retinue. The wedding took place on the 15th of December 1449 at Edierne and was celebrated with a great pomp for 3 months. Popular festivities of all sorts and poetry contests contributed to the rejoicings. The bridegroom, who had not been consulted on the choice of his bride, returned with her to Manisa immediately after the celebration. The marriages seemed to have childless and not very happy. Apparently the whole arrangement was not to Mehmed's liking. Long after Mehmed had removed his court to Istanbul, Sitase Hatun remained behind Edierne, where she lived lonely and forsaken, until the end of April 1467. She founded Wak in Edierne and its region. Her Waqf in the old Ottoman capital constructed a mosque finished in 1485. 2 years after the conclusion of the building works, Citise Hatchin died. It is seemed likely that her niece Aisha Gulbahar, in devotion to her memory, completed the mosque which bears her name and beside which she rests under the open sky in a grave now completely uncared for her. The 2 cracked tombstones have been removed from the shrubbery and taken to the City Museum. The mosque is today used by a Hayban. Bibliography: Franz Babinger, Mehmed the Conqueror at his time. Princeton University Press. ISBN 9780691-01078-6.